Hi. Nice to see all of you again. Have a question. What's the silver lining in the Gulf disaster? It's hard to avoid. I think it's, I'm going to try and watch less news shows, but I do love to watch my MSNBC. What's the silver lining in that?
Well, in every moment when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. And so there are many, many things that are emphatically going into the vortex. But before we go there, we want to say to you that everything that becomes is a sort of collective consciousness group co-creation. So when you think about a lot of people that are worried about ecology, with all of this emphasis about the planet being in peril, it's not a surprise that that vortex would provide for you an opportunity to even feel more of that. You hear us say that if you have discord in your vibration and it's represented by negative emotion and you don't know what it means, so you don't do something about soothing your vibration and getting into the vortex, don't worry, it will get bigger. And if you still don't do anything about it, don't worry, it will get bigger. So we first want to say that when something like this happens, it is not just happening out of thin air. It is the byproduct of a lot of spinning in a lot of vortices. In other words, it happens in response to what people are thinking about. Now, that might sound a little threatening because you worry that so many people are watching the news and so many people are worried about this and that and the other, that it seems logical that it would follow that if we watch it and it gets bigger and the oil keeps spewing and we watch it and worry about it and it gets bigger and the oil keeps spewing, that won't there be a tipping point where things will just go so awfully, awfully wrong that we won't be able to come back from it? And the answer to that is always no, because this is not any different than, let's say, an individual has some negative emotion, they don't know what it is and they don't know what to do about it, and so they just keep focusing negatively until it gets bigger, and then the indicator turns into a disease or into an accident. And we always say it does not matter how far you have gone in the direction of what you do not want, you can always come back to what you do want, because a big, 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 big disaster causes a big, 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 big asking. And that big asking comes into concert with the energy that creates worlds, and the well-being is way, 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 way bigger than the not well-being. All that you're living right now is just a momentary manifestation that is evidence of resistance that is sort of global about things like ecology. But the good news is, and it's really, 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 really good news, is that when something this big gets so much attention, a whole lot of people, whether they know they are doing it or not, are putting more planetary well-being in their vortices. And it doesn't take that many people in alignment with their vortex to bring that solution into fruition or into reality. Now, we really want to emphasize this. Not one person on the planet could ever hear a word we say about law of attraction, about vortex, about out of the vortex, about in the vortex, and everything would still move along and be just fine. Because from your non-physical vantage point, you knew it would be so. You knew that you would explore contrast, and you knew that you would ask, and you knew that sooner or later, maybe on your death experience or maybe during meditation, that you would align with the well-being, and you knew that future generations will be born on the heels of what's in the vortex, not on the heels of what's out of the vortex. All the new energies coming in, all the new babies being born. The animals of your planet are all primarily in the vortex. The domesticated ones begin to act a bit more like you than is good for any of them. But so what we're saying to you is that the well-being is so assured that you may trust that the well-being of this planet is dominant. In other words, you don't have to worry about this, and we don't have to convince the world, and we don't have to hold worldwide seminars, and we don't have to convince a whole lot of people that they need to get into the vortex in order for this to come to a happy resolution. None of that has to happen. It's going to be all right. But the question is, how, as we are visiting with you, how willing are you to use this, and it's big, we acknowledge, as your excuse to not be in the vortex?
Not much. Not much.
That really is the big question.
Yeah.
That really is the big question.
Yeah, I can pretty much say things are going to get better.
It brings us round to a very good place to conclude here today, and that is, most people live a very conditional love, which means if the conditions that surround them are positive, it's easier for them to feel good. And if the conditions that surround them are negative, then it's harder for them to feel good. And when something like this happens that has a lot of people's attention, and it's hard to feel good when you focus upon it, it makes a bigger impact on the sort of vibrational psyche of the world. And you can feel that. People who are sensitive to energy can feel that. But the really good news, and it is really, really good news, is that anything that causes you to focus, even if it causes you to focus on a problem, as that problem is coming into fruition, into focus, the solution is too. So you said, what's the silver lining? The silver lining is that with that problem coming into focus, solutions are coming into focus for technology. Ideas are shifting about the willingness to explore the new technology, the inevitable moving from the oil-based technologies into the sun-based and the wind-based technologies is now on the table in a way that it has not been before. The money has never been there before because the money is all in the oil. But as public opinion begins to turn more will be putting more money into that. And the oil is not sustainable anyway. It's not sustainable in the sense that it is not infinite, as is nothing. Everything is evolving, but it's also not sustainable in the sense of it's not all that good for your environment. There are better ways for you to produce your energy. And that is the biggest silver lining that's coming out of all of that, because more people are beginning to turn their thoughts in the direction of that. But we don't think it's a good idea, and we would never be encouragers of anyone to want to jump on another bandwagon using something as your excuse to do it. In other words, we want you, especially those of you who are understanding, we can feel you understanding what we're talking about, problems coming into focus and solutions coming into focus too. As you recognize that the solutions are happening and you become more solution oriented, there will be a time, and not so far from now, that even before the problem has been rectified, you will stand inside the vortex and feel the power of the newness of the creation that has come out of this problem. We so want you to get it, that you are not wanting to rid your world of problems, because without problems there could not be solutions, and without solutions there is not expansion, and if there is not expansion then there is not eternalness, and then it all begins to break down. You see how it all fits together? It's all right that problems happen because it causes the solution expansion that is necessary for the sustaining of all that we are. And that is how your world, your physical earth, continues to expand. It is expanding. It is becoming more. Everything is becoming more. There will never be a time when you will cease to be. And your planet is not in peril. Your planet is on a very powerful growth spurt. And there will be a time that you will stand in your vortex and bless British Petroleum for the catalytic part they played in framing up a solution that wasn't even within sight before this big problem made you focus.
Great.